Hello, beautiful seekers. This is Pauline Marie coming to you with a download. We are nearing that Capricorn Solstice here on December 21st. So let's get right into the activation here. So this is a powerful threshold crossed as Venus and Mars conjunct with the Sun. And what I was getting was this is a harmonization of the divine feminine and masculine ascension. So this union follows the new birth that was seeded during that Gemini Full Super Moon. So I'm hearing when intention was gestated within the Primordial Waters, the cosmic womb of creation. We are now in that third trimester of the Galactic Baby. This is fun. So as fire masculine meets the waters feminine, a new consciousness is emerging with these planetary alignments, including that influence of 3i Atlas as higher consciousness. And this is stabilizing this energy, allowing these divine frequencies to descend into matter and form. This cosmic anchoring with this being Capricorn, an earth sign, is about bringing it in, bringing it down, bringing it in through sacred sites, through Gaia support, into that embodiment of our collective 5D. This is also where the spirit of air comes in, air Aquarius. This is the age of Aquarius. So this is representing the foundation of our new reality, the spiritual and the physical reunite. So humanity is continuing its journey into reclaiming freedom, sovereignty, a conscious co-creation of the new earth. At the world access point, the anima mundi, or the soul of the world, this is where dreams become real. Everyone is invited to manifest their unique vision, their dream into reality, transforming inner knowing into a lived reality and making the dream real. Of course, that will be unique to each individual soul blueprint and what you're here to accomplish in the Earth School. All right. I pulled some because I feel like this ascension energy is asking us to access it and ground it in. I pulled again from the Wild Unknown archetype deck. And I asked the waters to deepen our understanding of this powerful threshold. So 6 archetypes came out for us again. So
these are like the highest, yet
help us unfold
words
the
I can
story
use to express this. Again,
yes,
this is a
which
frequency.
I'm hearing is the kind of ascension and accessing.
So breathe it in and feel it for your own
geometry.
Soul evolution.
Yeah. So the first card that had come out was the
resonates,
archetype of
the
the ring. And I'm feeling this as the mastery of
All right,
air.
in this pre-download too, I was feeling a lot of soft fire and water.
I'm feeling it as the fire and the water coming together along with that breath of God.
It's like tears of joy
and
as the fire clears out the old.
Feeling that as air, our breath, our primary life force energy, our prana.
The supportive waters were saying.
That started out this...
remember, with every new beginning, we go into the unknown. So have courage, face any fears that come up and let them go.
Playlist download.
But we do that. We forgive and we soften.
And water.
Those were 2 very strong words coming through. Forgive and soften.
This initiation,
move forward as that new version of
to
you.
That, as well as what came through with the Sagittarius new moon.
Yes, the way we created in the past brought imbalance
this
of
breath
shadow.
I'm
so
feeling
this
is what connects directly to the heart, activates
and the waters
the
are also saying go deep. We need to look beneath the surface. What appears in our reality?
So it's got inner fire.
The reality we are co-creating.
I feel these rings.
We need to truly understand what's driving it forward. What's driving us forward? What is that fire in our heart?
Infinity.
What is beneath our creations?
I'm feeling it.
And the meaning I get here is that it's our intention. Right? Our intention is everything.
Anima mundi.
God blesses through our intention. If it's pure and pure of heart,
traveling light and sound.
Then it
consciousness
into
itself
blessings.
Is what I'm getting here. We then pulled the empty room, and this archetype shows the dark space, the infinite cosmos. So I feel this representing the solstice even itself, being the darkest day. But more than that, what I'm getting here is this is kind of the absolute, how we can connect to access these light sound frequencies. We enter the empty room. We enter the absolute, the source of all existence. I call that God, call it whatever for you. Feeling it here as a state of mental stillness and nothingness. But this is where we encounter the I am presence. The I am presence to God, to infinity, to the creator, to the one, to the absolute, the source of all. What had come out next was the mountain archetype, and immediately I was seeing the pyramids. So that was that in that pre-download of us connecting to sacred sites, that gravitational pull, or that magnetizing frequency from above to below into all. And I'm hearing we individually, right, can connect to that. We do that maybe through intention, through stillness, through rest, sleep, dream states, imagination. And beautiful. What had next come out here was the shaman. And the shaman is here representing, I feel, our own inner shaman. This is all an internal process we're talking about here. This is where the shaman in life, or, if in an archetype even form, calls forth fire. They call forth fire within. That's where we're being called to be fearless, where we're called to be students of nature, maybe, rather than just books or just knowledge. The shaman's focus is always inward. It's always prioritizing self-healing and self-love as the foundation for all further work. And we do this by understanding our natural world. So our inner fire is lit when we are aligned with our purpose. This is the true fire. And this is the sense that life is a sacred gift. This is the kind of fire that, the kind of light that doesn't burn out, right? Because it's foundational. It's brought down from above. And this must be internalized. I'm hearing like this whole frequency initiation must be internalized through self-actualization. So thank you. Yes, this is the archetype of the shaman. Beautiful. And what came out next was the desert. The desert is transformation. But what's beautiful in the depiction of this card, as the hand reaches up, it's almost like reaching up into that empty room. And the shaman, there's a hand that's coming down out of the infinite universe, from the absolute. And it's like, that to me is just representing beautifully like what we're talking about here. Gravitationally pulling in through our inner shaman, through our self-actualization. So we can reach up to the cosmos, we pull in those frequencies through access, and that is through the higher mind. It does require some vigilance, some burning through or transmuting what's hidden in our shadow and our ego. But when we start to do that, we learn that that's a healing force, and it shapes and molds us. And as we heal ourselves, we regenerate ourselves through and with Gaia. Being in nature, a big support of that. But then that is the ripple effect too. That is going to be shared just in our reality. And I'm definitely, feeling mirror effect here. So, yes, we create our own reality. So what we see in our reality is what we'll be transmuting. So in the desert here, I'm also feeling, and we're seeing kind of the new moon in this card too. We're seeing a lot of the fire energy that's coming in here with Aries. And I'm feeling that I'm hearing the winds work their magic. So turn towards the fire rather than away from it. Beautiful. So that's, integration. That's integration work. That's self-actualization work, self-empowerment. All right. And then the last card we pulled here was, and I probably will pronounce this wrong. I can't remember if the E is silent. I think it's agape. It's A-G-A-P-E, agape. This is just, I think it's a Greek word. Unconditional love and this card is so beautiful because it's depicted, almost, looks like the whole chakra system, and it has all of these lines coming into it. So these are all these interconnected network, right? And us as nodes of that unity, of that all interconnected everything. But I do feel when I look at this card as this is how it's coming in, right? Coming in through the chakra system is what I'm getting here too. Very much how we ground in these into our body systems and our energy systems. I'd love to get some more wisdom here from the water to go a little deeper with this. Whoa, okay, and out popped 3 cards, just boom. I barely even had to shuffle through that deck, even though the deck was shuffled. We have out the mist. Trust your inner compass and be led from within. Beautiful confirmation here of the internal process, the internal connection. We also have out the waterfall, which is inner power, unbridled confidence, and claiming your place. So what I'm really getting here with the mist and the waterfall is that wisdom descending like a mist, meaning trusting intuition and that inner compass. And then as we learn to work with that more and more, it becomes a waterfall. It becomes more metaphysically how it enters through our body systems and chakra systems, initiating that divine soul blueprint connection. And I actually have a personal experience with the waterfall. Was highly activated by a waterfall on Crete, the island of Crete. So I'm not saying everyone needs to travel out and run out to find a powerful waterfall necessarily, but this is a metaphysical thing. This is something we can connect to, we can visualize, but certainly always all of these activations will be more powerful in water. All right, the last one we had out here was the Water Oracle. And this is psychic abilities, and I've talked in the past, and many, many others are talking about how our psychic abilities are just becoming to be more accessible and will continue to be as we evolve. But this is also about acting on visions and the destiny. So here I'm really getting water as that living oracle. It's guiding us to act on psychic visions rather than old programs. This connection always is first to the self, and then it can activate into the world. Thank you, Waters. I'm feeling now to get some grounding cards here. I'm going to pull from the animal deck to hear a bit more from Gaia and our animal totems here to complete the cycle for the divine frequencies, because they must be grounded into us, into the earth, into our physical body, into matter. What supportive frequencies can we connect to here in understanding this process? And now we have the albatross. So I'm feeling, higher perspective energy here. Feeling, that eagle perspective. But the albatross is about faith, endurance, journey and hope. Yeah, I'm feeling maintaining that higher perspective, the bird's eye view, or the back out view, right? Back out of all of the things that are happening in our reality, and get to that empty room space through, meditation or practicing the I am presence to see a higher vantage point. All right, let's see what else wants to come out here. Thank you. We have the gecko. This is synchronicity, optimism, truth, and mobility. Synchronicities are what help us to develop faith if we don't have a direct experience yet, and we're not able to really follow that unseen, that blind faith. It is always there for us to connect to, but sometimes we need those synchronicities to help us with that. I'm kind of being called to read a little bit about the message from the gecko, and it here is to trust in the magic of inspired moments as doorways to future reality. Beautiful confirmation here. Not letting critical thoughts cloud our perception, right? So that's, again, getting back to that higher perspective, getting out of the monkey mind, the ego, getting out of those lack beliefs, getting out of those programs. It's saying that many things are created in ways that we could never imagine. Love it. The gecko guides us here by simply asking what feels most light in this moment, what feels most exciting. Yes, beautiful, absolutely. A message of following our highest excitement, following those breadcrumbs to our highest excitement is what brings us into that union. So opening ourselves to the magic of the moment, trusting the inspiration that flows to us now. Very nice. All right, and let's get, just feeling to keep pulling from this deck. Thank you. All right, we have, lovely. All right, we have two more cards out here. We have the Earth card. That's complete confirmation of what we're working with here, but she's representing our physical body as well, that grounding. And we have the stick insect out, which is stillness, awareness, discernment, and composure. And I'm feeling to read from the guidebook on the stick insect here. This stick insect shows us a message to move with great acceleration and power, but there are times to return to natural rhythms at a more gentle pace. So it takes the spectrum one step further by asking us or calling us to return to the ancient place deep within that knows the power of pure stillness. So that's taking us back to our archetype here of the empty room, but of our own stillness, going within the I am presence and our connection, our unique expression and connection to the one, and becoming that observer. So we want to observe our reality, so in a way that we observe it from that higher perspective, from that albatross. It's asking us to be patient and grateful. The harvest time is coming. Beautiful. Saying a moment of what is brewing deep within you is simply a contract between you and the Creator. So honor it with an inner smile and an invitation to savor the sacred stillness of your being instead of chasing thoughts or opinions of others. It's a direct counsel here from Source. So through that stillness and discernment, we become sovereign beings. We become unbothered by what's going on in the external triggers as we work those. those catalysts. They're all there for our highest good. All right, let's get just one more pass here. Oh, we have 2 more cards. All right, we have Wood and Gaia. Thank you so much. All right, so the Wood card here, yeah, it's like that seedling with 2 leaves sprouting out. So this is the new beginning. This is the new growth. This card represents connection, support, and renewal. So again, that interconnection of our higher selves to God, to our Creator, to the One Infinite, and how the earth is renewing in this process as well is really what I'm feeling. And we're getting that support. So this is a path to that deep understanding here with Gaia coming out as well. Understanding that harmony and abundance is the natural rhythm. It's our birthright. It's what already exists that we're just remembering, that we're realigning with, and that happens and exists through all of us, through our inner transformation. And in the Gaia card, there's these wings of the butterfly that kind of surround her, and then there's a face, a reflection of the face. So that's beautiful. That's the mirror effect, and the mirror that we create our reality, and we mirror that as well. But I'm feeling all is complete on a higher timeline. We are getting access to it through our ascension process. This is the powerful threshold point. And then the Wood card here, I'm just really feeling making the dreams real, which we got in that pre-download. So leading us back to that realization that we are the divine reflection of the One. And through the cycles of deep transformation, we are assisting and harmonizing the divine feminine and masculine within us, and then without, in all forms and frequencies and beings. So this is going to be where divine right action in our physical reality, in our new earth reality, where we then move in divine right action. So then everything is harmonized. It's just I have some experiences of what that reality feels like, but I'm not going to go into it in this particular reading. But the more to come, I'm feeling for sure. Exciting. And then on the bottom of the deck, I love it. It's the orangutan: laughter, curiosity, patience, and play. And that's really that's what we're being asked to do this work with. Doesn't have to be a painful process. All right, that's the message. I'm going to leave it here. Remember, wherever you are, you're right where you need to be. And thank you so much for being here. Much love.